Hello everyone, welcome back to my Legacy Challenge. We are continuing playing with my Tot family, and right now my servo Eliza is continuing working her robotic skills so that she's going to be able to maintain herself. While she's not able to maintain herself, I'm leaving Genevieve in this household so that we are gonna live here for a little while yet. Yes, we are dating that. Yes, we are planning to move out to his manor, and I don't blame her. Even though we live like in almost a castle ourselves, I think that she might want to live with her boyfriend, so she will do that a little later. As for Damon, he's working, he's taking care of his work. As for Daniela, she was at school, now she's just chilling at home, doing her own stuff. I think she might do her homework because she maybe is gonna go to school several more times. Like she's not gonna age up till next week, and then we will need to figure out what she's gonna do. But we will see because as for now, I am absolutely not sure what she's gonna grow up to be because we didn't do much with her. So what I was thinking that actually Daniela might kind of try and embrace living in a rich family, and we might want to go a lot into charity and into helping people. So I think one of her hobbies that she's gonna have maybe from today is gonna be maybe going to do some charity in the evenings. I know that that might sound like I'm trying to get rid of her for some evenings. Oh, and we have bubbles because we don't need to forget about bubbles. I did forget about bubbles yet again, but we do not need to forget about it. And oh my god, we are going into somebody's bathroom when somebody's taking a bath. Don't do that. Don't do that. Better go and make some jewelry. You were making eye necklace. Continue making one. And Eliza managed to complete another mechanism. I think she's just gonna start tinkering because we're not trying to make another servo, so I don't think that we really do have a need to do it all. Like we can just tinker and do nothing else. And I think that Janet is gonna quickly communicate with Bubble so that the cat is not lonely, the cat is fine, the cat is okay. And then I think we are gonna go to sleep because I believe Genevieve is kind of tired right now. But before we do anything, I believe that I might want to let Genevieve tune up Eliza so that Eliza is gonna feel a little better. You might want to stop playing with the laser pointer because it's pointless. However weird it sounds, and that pun is not intended. But maybe it is. You are a little lonely. What do you think if you're gonna go and communicate with your mother? Maybe your mother might make you a gift of that necklace that she has made just now. Like, why don't we? We might want to be that kind of family who gives jewelry to each other. And I completely forgot that Carrie is pregnant, by the way. So that's what we have to. That's what we need to keep in mind as well. So, do you mind talking to your mother? She might want to give you a gift, a nice one. Are you gonna do that? Let us go. That's gonna be fine. As for you, tuning up the servo, good job, Genevieve. I think then you're gonna go and sleep, and you might just continue tinkering because, or you might want to charge. Actually, it's gonna be a little bit more useful for you. Can you sleep? Oh, you can recharge. You can sleep in Carrie's bedroom because Carrie doesn't need her bed at all, literally. So that's gonna be a little better. We are gonna communicate with each other a little bit, tell a funny story, maybe joke about politicians, even though I don't know. Not everybody wants to talk about politics. Like I prefer not to because it's a sensitive part of living in the country I am. So I'm not gonna talk about politics. So we're gonna tell outrageous story, unbelievable story, like do it all, do it all. And then I believe Niela just might want to go and sleep because she's kind of tired, like her energy is kind of on the low side. And as for Carrie, she definitely does need to drink some plasma, so she might want to do that. And Damon got promoted. Gravelink. Now he's a Gravelink. He will now take additional 87 per hour for the grand total of 343 simoleons per hour. Damon, you are getting some good money. I'm not against that, and we got the bonus, so we are fine. Unfortunately, we didn't even once meet our soul quota, but I think that for this purpose, we definitely need to go to work, and we are not doing that at all in this household, so maybe that's why it doesn't work all that well. Somehow, Carrie wants to dance all the time. She might want to do that, but it's fine, but we are not gonna do it all the time. Maybe I was thinking that as for Damon, he does need to read the Ultimate Vampire tome. And can I have that? Or do I have that? I think I do. So Please reread that quickly because we might want to work on that just for the purpose of your aspiration, which we not work on all that much. Then I think as for Carrie, you're doing nothing. You might want to go and communicate with the pets, like not Instagram that. No, no, no. That is not what we need to do. I think it's gonna be better if we're gonna play with a cat, hug a cat, talk to a cat, maybe pet a cat, like do it all. Communicate. The usual. And Carrie now has become a good friend with Bubbles, so we are doing great. And as for Damon, I believe that this read the Ultimate Vampire tome should be counted as this read already, but it's not, so that's fine. Maybe even for a short little while we can imagine that we are a bad person. Alright, we cannot drink from a pregnancy. Unfortunately, that's such a miss. Then we are gonna fit our carbon and our fish and we are gonna go somewhere where we're gonna be able to drink from somebody because that's what we need to do. Damon is thirsty. He needs to drink something. And then Yellow woke up for some reason. Maybe Cat did wake her up. We are not gonna care about that all that much. But I was thinking that Damon, yes, Damon, we are still going somewhere. Maybe we might go to a bar. Is there anybody here? There are some people around here, but there are no lonely people around here. Only this one. So let's go, Damon. Let's drink from that lady. I know that we are given a bad reputation for our employer because we are literally in our work outfit, but I think Damon is not the one to care, so we might as well do that. And I think that that's gonna be the moment where we can go home. Like, we did go to the bar, we did drink, but we didn't say what we would drink. So we did drink plasma. You might think that we would drink something like a juice, but no, we did drink plasma. And I believe Genevieve still needs to just sleep a little bit longer. As for Carrie, she just plays chess. I think that you were working on some of the jewelry out here. As for Daniela, you didn't sleep enough. It's 3 a.m. Why are you awake? You have school tomorrow. You didn't finish your homework, like 75% done. When you're gonna wake up, you will be able to do your homework before school. If I don't forget, of course, but I might forget. And I probably will. We'll see. And we have quite a bit of stuff that we can sell from our inventory. And by the way, I completely forgot that Daniela was trying to enroll into the university. Now, we might even have some scholarships. I doubt that she's gonna live with us all that long, that she's gonna go to university, and we still cannot apply to university itself. And we got a Newcrest resident scholarship for 250 simoleons, and we did not get a food and drink, but that's fine. I think that she did have a laptop, so she's gonna be able to maybe apply for some more scholarship because we are not paying for college. If you want to go to college, earn that. Damon, how do you feel? You need to do anything for your work, by the way. Release 10 souls. We are going to work with you today, so that's gonna be fine, I believe. But as of now, maybe play with your fish out here. Maybe we can look up some of the historical data. Maybe on the internet we can search for something fun, like read theories on the unknown wars, like something like that. And we still did not finish up our top floor because I was planning on having here quite a bit of bookshelves. We still don't have that, but we can, by the way, start practicing on our pipe organ so that we are going to be able to maybe match Vlad in some of these skills. Like, we are vampires, we should be friends, we should match. And I think that we might want to reprogram some of the traits for Eliza because she used to be an insider, romantic, reserved, and something else. And I don't think that that's what we want to have. So I'm gonna try and randomize several times to see what I like. So we can be, by the way, adventurous, good, and maybe bookworm. That was the first randomizing, so I'm happy. That's what we are gonna be. A little more fun, like, maybe she's gonna. Alright. As for the adventurous, I have maybe some doubts because if I remember correctly, it's supposed to be a snowy escape kind of trait. And if it is from the snowy escape, then there is a slight problem that there is snow and she's a servo, so she might die. And Carrie has finished some sort of bracelet. I think we might want to gift it to our daughter, or we might tell her. Like, not everything needs to be gifted. Not everybody needs to wear everything that we do make, so it's gonna be fine if we don't. Should I boost Genevieve's and Vlad's relationship through social bunny? I think that I should. So I think when Genevieve's gonna wake up, I'm gonna work on that. That's gonna be kind of fun. Carrie, are you sure you're pregnant? Like, she doesn't show it all. She's in her second trimester. Her third trimester is gonna start in literally 2 hours. Are you sure you are pregnant? Are you sure you're not lying? That is a little weird. That looks like some sort of glitch. And I'm not sure that I haven't encountered this kind of glitch ever before. It might be the first for me. And I definitely do need to switch aspiration for Eliza because I'm sorry, Eliza. You will never be a parent. And I'm sorry for that. Maybe you want to become fabulously wealthy. Like, bring some money to the household. And Carrie has just made a necklace, and I'm thinking that this kind of necklace can go really well with Genevieve, but Genevieve is not wearing necklaces, so I think that that's going to be another one that I'm going to sell. And Carrie and Damon now can get a family. We're not going to do that, but we might later, not yet. And I was thinking, can we make a wish? And what if we are going to wish for a skill? Let us try. And there is a weird glitch, but she cannot come over here. Like, I cannot even click on stuff. Alright, that's just a little curious, apparently. I thought that should work, but it doesn't. Interesting. Anyway, we do not need wishing well all that much. I can actually switch around some stuff. Stick wishing well out here, fountain out here in the corner. Like it. Let's make this some sort of like romantic kind of corner. And out here, where we are gonna have a wishing well now, we are gonna have try to die corner. So I think Carrie, wish for some simoleons maybe. Now we've learned some dark secrets, so well we can now blackmail people. I'm not gonna do that. That's evil. And as for Danielle, I believe that it's gonna be better if she's gonna go to school alone. As for me, I was planning to go to work with Damon today because we do need to submit some of the souls. And Genevieve is just gonna quickly take care of some of her needs. She has a vacation day today, so maybe if her needs are not gonna be terrible when we are gonna come back home from work with Damon, we are gonna go and visit Vlad. That's gonna be fun. And we do need one electronic upgrade part to be able to enhance our servo. And when we are gonna have enhancement level 3, we're gonna be able to enhance ourselves. So not enhance, but tune up. So we're gonna try and self-enhance. That's a little scary, but is fine. And Damon is gonna have work in like an hour, so we're gonna go to work with you, Damon. And Forest Floors has passed away. I don't even barely know who that is because we are just around that. Understandable. And oh, now Kara is showing. That took quite a while for you. And let us go to work. It's been a while since we have been to work with Damon, so it might be a little more fun this time. I don't know. Maybe as fun as it was usually. So let us go and scribe some sort of assignment, Damon. And after that, we are just gonna go and release all of the soul that we do have into the nether world. So how many is that? Supposed to be quite a bit. And now we have done our tasks for promotion. So we are gonna be able to get promoted quite soon. And we are in level 9 of a Reaper career, by the way. So we are doing great. And we are gonna go. I know that I could have been prepared a little bit more for anything that's expecting us, but that would be a little bit too boring. And we now don't need to close some fissures. We are gonna do that. We are gonna pick up some of the souls. Apparently there are a lot of people who died here. And it's literally fun how they are reusing some of the stuff between the packs because these collecting souls is literally like collecting motes from the Realm of Magic pack. It's literally the same. That's interesting because on one side I'm kind of fine with them reusing stuff, but on the other side, like that feels a little lazy. And I think we are gonna go back to the office because we did kind of a lot of stuff. We did collect some cells, we did collect some fissures, we also did harvest green broja, so that's okay. And now we're gonna release all of the souls that we have got. We have 8, so that's quite a bit. I'm happy. And now we don't need to cook green broja. So how are we to do that? So we're gonna make a green broja. Let us go and do that. Camila is calling. Alright, we can communicate for a little bit, but I'm sorry I'm at work. So I might not be as available as I usually am. And now we don't need to find green. Green? Where are you? I know that you're supposed to be somewhere around here. Here you are. Let us go and leave with that. Green is happy, at least supposed to be. And now we can plan ripping schedules, how to analyze some death trends. Typical work stuff, planning and analyzing. And we are gonna advertise a fluffy pet because, we want people to die. They give us work. Of course, we want some people alive because we're a vampire. And now we do need to socialize with a co-worker. And we do have a co-worker upstairs, so we might become a bad vampire and we might want to go and drink from somebody. And then I think we might want to dark meditate because that's what we do. And we do not need to stay late at work because we do not have anything all this much to do out here. Like, we did everything. We did it all. And we are promoted again. Now we are up to all the way to level 10 of Grim Reaper career, by the way. So we are now a Reaper, and we will now make additional 141 simoleons per hour for a rental of 484 simoleons per hour. We are gonna be rich, Damon. We are gonna be rich. We also did receive a bonus. Now we have a grand green uniform, also Grimm's right hand. And our next shift is gonna be on Friday, so tomorrow. Do we really need to go to work anymore with Damon, or he can go just to the office all by himself and bring all that big money home? And how many days a week is he gonna work? Because usually with most of the careers, it usually goes like down to 2 or 3 days a week. But I believe that, yeah, 4 days a week. Much less than we could get. And anyway, that's fine. And Genevieve is angry, so I think Genevieve, what we might want to do with you, we might want to go to visit Vlad, because I believe that as for now, your servo is gonna manage all by herself, so we might want to move out. Your boyfriend, wrong city. Your boyfriend has all that big, nice new manor that I have just built for him, and he has 2 whole rooms out there for you. Like, he did renovate the whole kitchen, so now it is functional and it doesn't have any cobwebs in the corners. And also, he did give you a rustic room in the attic, but that's not permanent. That's fine, and we're gonna knock on the door. Let us go. Hey, Vlad. I want to get married. Of course, we do need to boost some of our relationship before we do. And I know it's a little cheaty, but I'm using Social Bunny to boost it up a bit. It's hard with Vlad, and I'm not in the mood to do it right now, so. And we can have a wholesome dynamic, like you see, online relationship, that's what it brings, so. Maybe gossip, maybe tell him that you love him. You know what mistake I have made yet again with this house, with this Vlad's manor? I completely have forgotten a mailbox. So now we have that in the middle of our house. Alright, that's gonna be fine. So guys, don't be too long about it, and let us have a baby maybe, because Genevieve is not getting any younger. We might want to have a baby so that just in case your line blood is not gonna die out, you always will have somebody to look after. That's gonna be fine. Like, you will have the whole your own legacy out here, so why don't we have something like that? And we are reading for 2, so that wasn't long. And as we have done all that, do you mind proposing? Of course he is gonna say yes. Who would say no to me? Of course not Vlad. Of course, Genevieve, you're single and you're loving that. Not anymore. Sorry, but we are gonna elope immediately with Vlad so that we are gonna get married. We are gonna have a nice big family of ours of our own. And now, as we did get married, now we can move Genevieve over to Vlad. They are gonna love each other. They're gonna live nice and peacefully, only 2 of them, having a nice time. And of course, a little later, as we all know, they're gonna have a baby because Genevieve is right now pregnant, and that's gonna be her first baby. So Gen 2 is getting pregnant here and there. Everybody's getting pregnant. Everybody's gonna have babies. Like, Carrie and Damon are expecting. Genevieve is expecting too. Camila is a little like on the other side of the equation, but we are getting there. And I'm gonna save the game and we're gonna go back to the main household because we were switched off. And now as our household got a little smaller, like now we have not 6 sims but 5, we are gonna have some easier time taking care of everybody because I'm not gonna be as overwhelmed as I usually am, because having 6 sims is quite a bit. But unfortunately, Carrie is pregnant and we're gonna have a baby, so that's gonna be more Sims yet again. And oh, Damon's new work outfit looks nice. Like, we are now like a fancy green. Alright, Danielle, you're feeling terrible and you're not in your own bedroom, so please go. We need to take care of all of your needs. We don't need to just to eat, we need to sleep, we need to wash ourselves, do it all, do it all. As for Damon, he's feeling fine. As for you, you might want to continue enhancing yourself, by the way, because you did not finish that. And apparently, I did need to stay on the lot the whole time she was trying to do that. Alright, slight renovations for Genevieve's old bedroom. Genevieve is not living with us anymore, so if now we are to do something with this whole bedroom, I think that we are gonna benefit if I'm gonna leave it in similar style it used to be. But if I'm just gonna make it a little more servo styled. Of course, servo doesn't need all that much furniture as our sim used to have. Servos do not need to sleep. Servos do not need to eat too. So if I'm gonna make it a little simpler, I think we are gonna benefit from that. So my plan is we are gonna have like a tiny office entryway, and out here on this side we are just gonna have like, as for now, a long and narrow area where we used to have a bed, and out here we are just gonna have our robotics workstation so that you are gonna be able to work on everything you need to work on. But as for now, we do need to order some of the upgrade parts and restore that enhancement that we have started because unfortunately I did not complete. Luckily for me now we have quite a lot of money, so we can do that kind of freely. And oh, he does even sound differently. That is so fun. I like that. And by the way, Carrie yet again is not showing that she's pregnant. Is that the outfit that is bugged? Why is that? And by the way, we need to communicate with Bubbles, so I had to reset her because she was a little glitched. So now it is gonna be a little better. And now, of course, you're doing push-ups. And now we don't need to do anything for Damon's career. Like all he does need to do now is go to work, and that's it. You can sleep. Maybe hibernate. That's gonna be fun. And we did get enhancement level 1 for Eliza. Now her system updates allow her to recharge 10% faster. And also, she has the ability to download enhancement data. So Eliza can make progress towards her next enhancement level while gaining skill and downloading the latest enhancement updates straight from the global servers. Alright, that is fun. And as for Danielle, I believe that she does need to do her homework. Maybe Carrie is gonna help her because, helping a daughter with doing her homework is kind of like what parents are doing sometimes, don't they? My parents did not help me with homework, but I was that kind of like, know-it-all kind of child, so I did not need help. But that was not right from my childhood. Like when I was in elementary school, I didn't like to study, and I used to ask my sister to study instead of me. Of course, she didn't do that because she's a smart sister. She did need to teach me that sometimes I need to do some of the stuff myself. And Daniela managed to finish her homework. Now I think that she's gonna go and sleep. When she's gonna wake up, I believe that's gonna be a good time for me, maybe to communicate with somebody, and maybe just to fix some of your needs, some of your skills. And as for you, I believe it's gonna be fine if we are gonna work a little bit on some of your vampiric skills because we didn't do anything of that kind. So I doubt that you did read anything of the vampire lore. Oh, you did. You did read the first tome. So we might want to start reading the second one because this way, slowly but surely, we are gonna be able to just get all of our abilities up and we are gonna become literally undying ones. And we are 3% enhanced, so that's fine. And I believe that tomorrow we will need to invite Genevieve over because as for now we cannot still tune up ourselves. And enhancement is going kind of slow. So I'm a little nervous. And I have heard that if I am gonna invite somebody from like a repair service, they're gonna be able to repair me. Does it work like that? Like we can try. Why are you not sleeping? I've told you to sleep. And Carrie will need to go to work in an hour. I think, by the way, that you might want to take a family leave today. Because I believe that at any time today you are gonna burst into labor and would not want to be in the hospital when that happens. But as for now, I think that I might want to replace Carrie's bed to maybe a bassinet. So that when the time comes, we are ready. And here we are. How timely. Alright, Carrie, let us go and have a baby. You're not going to work tonight. You're not going to work tonight. Of course, you can take a bath. Maybe that's gonna make you feel a little better, Carrie. Of course. Let's go and have some pre-parental panic. You might want to go here, Damon. Go here. You're having a baby, and Carrie is having a baby. So we are gonna have a new family member in this house. And it's a girl. And how should I call her? I didn't even think about it. I think that I want to call her Alina because it's gonna be like Alina Ted. So maybe we're gonna be a little bit into aliens. Like we are gonna see. So we are having a baby right now. New family member. And of course, Danielle, you're gonna go to work alone. Damon, I think you might want to have a family leave today too because, we are not going to work when our baby was just born. And yes, yes, as Jabari got out. If we are gonna be part of the Golf family, I'm all in for that. I think you might want to wake up and we might want to call that repair service that I was talking about because we do need to fix our server. We do need to do that. So hire service, repair service, repairman is gonna come over here any moment now. For a moment I thought that this is a repairman, but it's not. Where is he? Just sit in mid, please. And as for you, you might want to communicate with your baby a little bit. And as for you, are you a gaming addict? Like, why are you playing games right away? Dream of growth, that's gonna be fine too. Unluckily for me, repairman can repair servos, so I'm happy about that. And decorating for the love day dance. We're gonna try and make the best dance ever. Unfortunately, it didn't work well. That means you just are gonna study hard because, there is nothing else you can do at this school. And also, I think that right now, as we have just had a baby, as we have maxed out Damon's career so easily, active careers are the best in this matter. I think we might wanna maybe finish this episode right here. So, I think thank you for watching. And if you like videos like that, you can subscribe to my channel. And I believe that this should probably be a goodbye. So, bye guys. Bye.